Okay, this is Ashley. Okay. Let's take a look at Maya. What is this parented to? Oh, nothing. Oh, okay. So what I would do is show curves, and I would parent it to. Uh, wait, is there any keyframes on this? How is it currently moving if there's no keyframe? Is there some rig control for the bow? Bow and arrow. Bow 2 rigged. Bow rig string. I see. Okay. Bow. Oh, okay. Ooh, what's with the wacky control? Why is it moving funny like that? Well, oh wow, there's all these joints. It's a fairly complex rig. I just don't know why when I move it like that it moves. Maybe it's to do with the parent, or maybe it's to do with all of the stuff on the transform. Uh, so what I would do is like parent it to like the wrist control, for example, if you were staying with FK. And now let's see if that moves with that. Probably not. Oh, yeah, it's sliding off. Yeah, I mean, I think this. That should work. Let's undo that. The other thing you could try is a parent constraint instead, since that's acting funny, and we probably don't want it in the character hierarchy anyway. I just don't know how you have this thing rigged is the thing. So, anyways, I'll select this, and then I'll shift select this guy, and constrain parent, and I'm just gonna reset these. Add. Okay, it didn't fly away or anything. Let's see. Still double transforming. Has something to do with the rig. And it's moving in a very strange way. Well, if you can get me like a separate. Do you have the. Why are there all these joints in here? I guess the joints are what bends the bow? Is that the. I mean, that looks pretty good, what it does there. I just don't know why it's not parenting, and I think it might. I don't know. It has to do with the way it was set up in the first place, and I don't really get it. We could try. Is this thing working? It's not. That does not move the bow, and that does not move the bow, and that does not move the bow. This moves it, but in some weird way. Let's try deleting that parent constraint. Oh god, that still was moving it in some weird way. just don't. I don't know how. I would just parent the thing, the group to the, um, or parent constrain the group to this risk control. But it's the problem has something to do with whatever problem is. Not that is this one. Why that's moving so strangely, and I don't know why that's the case. So without being able to figure out that, I don't know how to figure out how to get it to move with the wrist. But you could either parent it to this control or parent constrain it to that control. But until you have the bow itself moving properly, that's not really helping. It's just really weird. I don't even know how this. I don't even. Yeah, I mean, I just don't know how you set this up. It's pretty mysterious to me. Um, Alright, well, let's just try parent constraining that to the wrist now. Oh, that seems to be working now that I got rid of those constraints. Does this control still work? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. Well, there's that issue. I'll save this out. Yeah, I think you just overcomplicated the rig, really, for what you're trying to do. And now let's just look at your facial issues. We should fix that in this Caitlin 36 thing. So let's open up that. I don't know where that file is. Here it is. Okay, I can see the face has some weird stuff on it. So sometimes, if we're lucky, so let's Control F9, look at the verts, window, general editors, component editor, and under smooth skins, I can see that there's on ankle and cup and elbow, and like there's little weights spread across all these different objects. But a lot of them are very small, like 0.001. So what we can try is to do skin, prune small weights, options, and I have it set to 0.1. The default is 0.01, but I have it set to 0.1. Okay, and let's see if that helped. See if this is still working. Yes. And is this still working? Yes. And your jaw is working. So let's save that. And yeah, we can reopen the. Is it under here? This is my saved one with the fixed bow. Yeah, it appears that the face issues, which we saw earlier, are gone. Okay. And yeah, I mean the poses are coming along. I just think you need to do a lot more breakdown poses in between them. So yeah, I'm so focused on the technical stuff, I haven't really been looking. You might want to start with a better starting pose that looks a little bit too symmetrical, a little stiff looking. Try to get her to shift her weight over one leg and maybe bend the knee and maybe have a little twist to the spine. Everything's a little bit too rigid and straight in these first two poses. And maybe she takes a couple steps to get into position rather than one big step, because it's kind of all one big perfect step. It looks a little weird. Um, Maybe a couple small steps.